Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Tuesday, March 24th, 2020. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice here that the previous session we did hold the lows. We were able to hold above 2200 by the end of the day, and for the most part, did throw off a rejection tail here, as the market was kind of in a back and forth mode ahead of a potential deal that could provide aid due to coronavirus. So right now it looks like that may have an agreement in place overall, just now coming out across the wire, but this thing right here now trading above the previous session's midpoint. Previous session's midpoint's about 2280. Price is now pushing through there. This could be a near-term bounce opportunity again that takes price perhaps as high as 2450 to 2500. Again, the market continues to reel lower overall, and until we start to get day-over-day good news, any bounce still likely to be a selling opportunity until we find that very, very strong low. This was a decent strong low here on an intraday basis. It held, even though it wasn't the best here, it held. And right now, again, a little bit more potential good news here now coming into the market, and that could open up a bounce opportunity back toward 2450 to 2500 overall. Again, though, we could be looking at any bounce leading to another round of major selling pressure heading into April, so keep that in mind. Alright, let's take a look now at the NQ. You'll notice the NQ here was much more bullish than the ES in the previous session. It held 6800 on a retest deep in the day, and eventually closed the day right at or around there the midpoint of the session. And overall, that suggests a bit of strength here. And again, price was able to withstand prices at the previous week's low, rejected that. Those were two levels we were watching in the previous session, and we'll continue to watch, as any pullback as deep as that could still provide a bounce opportunity. But right now, the way that this is going here at the moment, we could be looking at a push higher toward 7700 to 7750, and any bounce, again, considering the state of the market right now and the state of COVID-19, we could be looking at another round of selling pressure overall. We haven't found that super strong low that would indicate that this is it, although that this low that we saw yesterday, again, I mentioned, could be a good low for the day and ultimately could be the low for the week, but it will not likely be that super strong low as we continue to deal with what's happening in the market right now. So overall, we may see more strength ahead in the very short term. 6800 is a very important level. As long as price continues to hold 6800, we have an upward bias towards 7750, perhaps even a little bit higher. Let's take a look here at crude oil. This one up right now 3.98%. This one bouncing a bit here, but you can tell, again, despite the bounce yesterday, despite holding 22s and breaking through today 24s at 2360 level, we're not getting the follow through that could take us up toward 28s. And so right now, it's very important to continue to watch 2378. A failure to hold 2378 would suggest a failure here and a likely continuation lower. If price can continue to hold above that zone, we may have the potential to see another push toward 25, perhaps even in 26 and onward to 28. So that 2378 level is going to be very important here today. Again, keep in mind that this trend has been completely downward. You can see this right here has been a downward trending PIMA trigger zone, so any bounce into that zone could still be a selling opportunity for another round of weakness toward the $15 level. Let's take a look now at gold futures. This one is up 6.6% in the previous session. I mentioned that there was a compression. It was breaking through the 1520 level, and that suggested that we could go as high as the 1560 zone. That happened and then some, getting as high as the 1569s. Price has then again continued higher and is now already back towards 1700, hitting just below that here today. And again, this is something I mentioned before, that this 1450 level is now pretty significant, and a bounce here would suggest that we may have developed a new range from 1450 to 1700 that could play out in wide fashion. Above 1700 works price up toward those highs at 1800 to 1820. Alright, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, continue to mind your risk, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.